All right, guys, we're ready to try to code some of these words. Are you ready? So let's look up at our first word. This is a contraction. Well, I know that if it's a contraction, I can't really sound it out. It's not going to follow the rules. So I'm going to circle that contraction, and I just know it's the word it's. Okay, let's look at our next word. Now remember, when I have apostrophe S, it's just like when I have S at the end of the words. It's separate. I'm not going to include it because it's like drawing a line saying that this is not part of the word before, okay? So then I have a V and I have an I. And if I don't have anything behind the I, that means that that vowel is open and that consonant is open. So the I is going to be long. So I'm going to put that macron on top, okay? So V-I, vi. And then we add that apostrophe S. Vise, vise. And remember, when we do that apostrophe S, it's going to make the Z sound. So I'm going to put that line through the S so I know to make a Z instead of a S sound. So it's vise. Very good. Look at this long word. That's a really long word, but remember we can break it apart to read it. So what do we notice first about that word? We always look at the end first, and it has that suffix ing, so I'm going to put a box around it and just look at the rest of my word first. And then what do you notice about the first part? Well, it's got that TH, digraph TH, so I'm going to underline it. I don't know if it's going to make a th sound or a th sound right now, okay? I'll have to figure that out. All right, I've got an I as my vowel. It's in front of an N, so that I is going to be short. So I have th, ink, think, and then I have ing. Thanking. Oh, and then remember about this one? This is that rule breaker. So I'm going to circle it because it's the word of. It doesn't follow one of our rules. So thinking of, what about this word? Look at the end of that word. It's got the ing too, so I'm going to box it off. Now the first part of that word's really easy now. My E doesn't have anything behind it because remember that ing is like there's nothing there right now. So it's open, so it's going to be long. So I'm going to put that macron on top. So B-E, B. So being. So thinking of being. I have A by itself. And I know if A is by itself, it's just going to say its name, right? But when we sound it out, thinking of being A, and then what about that word? It's got that O-O digraph. And remember, that can say or it can say ooh. We have to figure out which one we're going to use, okay? So I have k, cook. So the worked on that one because I couldn't say ook. Kook wouldn't make sense. So thinking of being a cook. All right, let's look at the bottom. Where are my vowels in that word? Well, I is a vowel. And then I have E, which is a vowel, but it's an E. It's got a consonant behind it. So this is going to be one of those I consonant E words. And I know when I have an I consonant E word, that I is going to be long and that E is going to be silent. So I'm going to mark it out. So ein, fine. Very good. If I didn't have on the E on there, it would be thin. But I add that sneaky E and it becomes fine. All right, let's look at this next word. I have more than one vowel in there, so I need to figure out where my vowels are. I have a vowel right here, E, and I have a vowel right here, E. And I have 1, 2 consonants behind it. So when I see that vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, remember I can split right down those consonants. So now I've got consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant. So it's just like reading 2 CVC words. So I need to know that the E is going to be short, because in a CVC word, the middle vowel is always going to be short. And the E over here is going to be short. So, v-el, vel, and v-et, vet, vel, vet. All right, guys, we're going to finish our last word real quick. So let's see where our vowels are. I've got an A, which is a vowel, and I've got I, which is a vowel, and then I've got consonant, consonant between it. So that means I'm going to break it up right down the middle. So now I have ab, fab, and ick. Rick, because I know those are short since it's a CVC word. So fabric. So fine velvet fabric. So let's read these all together. I have it's vise. Thinking of being a cook. Fine velvet fabric. All right, good job, guys.